All Blacks, Asafo Aumua set to take on Baabaas. All Blacks, Asafo Aumua set to take on Baabaas. Let the rookies loose. Usually the All Blacks hold new players back, but the Barbarians, with their festive nature and non-test match status, offer the chance to break from script. That could be good news for Wellington hooker Asafo Aumua, North Harbour wing Matt Duffy and Tasman prop Tim Parry, with all expected to immediately pull on the black jersey at Twickenham this week. Of the rookies included in the main 37-man touring squad, that would only leave Northland centre Jack Goodhue, who stayed at home this week due to illness, waiting for his first crack. Traditionally, under Steve Hansen, the All Blacks like to allow newbies the chance to settle in their environment. Young players especially find the prospect of rubbing shoulders with many of their idols daunting enough. Then there are new calls to learn, the all-encompassing team schedule, dress codes, promotional duties, expectations. More often than not the approach is to therefore ease these players in from the bench, but only once they come to grips with everything and begin to feel comfortable. Not so this week. The Barbarians, coached by Robbie Deans and Scott Razor Robertson on this occasion and thrown together in less than a week, are seen as the perfect chance to deal to those initial nerves and emotions attached to becoming an All Black. And unlike previous years, the Baabaas just happened to be the start rather than end point of the Northern Tour. It's an opportunity for the guys who haven't played too much test match rugby to pull on the jersey and make a statement, All Blacks coach Steve Hansen said as his squad went about promotional duties and some attended the NFL match between the Minnesota Vikings and Cleveland Browns at Twickenham. They won't lack for motivation. The Barbarians is a totally different team to test rugby. They'll have a big week on and off the park. That's how they usually bring everyone together. I don't think they'll be preparing as a normal test team. The coaches have also got a short time to have a major influence on how they want them to play. Razor Bean Razor Hell have a couple of tick plays in the line out for sure, but for us it's not about what they're going to bring. With Wyatt Crockett resting this week, Parry is probably the only rookie in line for a potential start. Kane Hames and Ofat Tungafasi are the other options at loosehead prop, but the 29-year-old Parry has been around the block and should handle the occasion. Of the three rookies, Aumua is without question the most exciting prospect. Beauden Barrett first met the 20-year-old in the Hurricanes changing rooms. Barrett hasn't played with the dynamic hooker often, but he, like many, is enthused at his potential after watching him terrorize opponents in the Mitre 10 Cup this season. He was so quiet, I was wondering who he was and where he came from, Barrett recalled. It seemed like he was fresh out of school. Out on the training paddock he carved up and we were told he had been held back and wasn't allowed to play, so we said sign him up quick, he's pretty good. If he gets the opportunity I can't wait to see him go. He's just a kid, too, so we can't put mountains of pressure on him. It will be good to see him learn off the other experienced hookers. Aumua and Duffy seem more likely to come off the bench. In an ideal world this would allow the All Blacks to introduce them with a buffer on the scoreboard. Bay of Plenty hooker Nathan Harris, who has not featured since the opening Bledisloe Cup test in Sydney, is in need of a start and could already be feeling pressure from Aumua. Saida Tumainavu is also expected to make his return on the wing.